Killian Paris.
During the ending scene of The Flash Season 8 Episode 6 titled Impulsive Excessive Disorder, we head back to present day where we have Team Flash sharing their New Year's resolutions with each other as they're getting ready for a trip to Paris by our very own Scarlet Speedster, Barry Allen aka The Flash. As Iris walks down the stairs and meets with the rest of the team, we see Iris place her hairbrush at the top of the couch while Barry assists her putting her coat on. As Barry begins to travel Team Flash out of Central City into Paris, the camera slowly pans to the hairbrush as Iris's hairbrush begins to emit with green temporal particles and suddenly the brush disappears. But what does this all mean? What is this storyline hinting towards? All of which will be explained during this video. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so if we take a trip back to The Flash Season 7 Episode 16, we did get the specific storyline established with Iris where she has pretty much been getting these severe uncontrollable headaches which results her into being scattered through time. And obviously we had Dion aka the Still Force giving Iris some treatment to slow down this process. He didn't permanently stop it, but he was able to give Iris enough treatment to pretty much stabilize it temporarily and prevent this time sickness from getting worse and worse. This is obviously known as Iris's time sickness story arc, which showrunner Eric Wallace said would be having a major role throughout The Flash Season 8, one that will supposedly last for the whole season. So it does look like this Iris storyline will be playing somewhat of an important role for the upcoming graphic novel episodes, so we would presume that it's only going to get worse and worse from now on. Now, we did see this time sickness storyline develop and continue in Armageddon Part 3, where we saw Iris and Allegra investigating the death of Joe West, and while they were investigating, Iris was able to see these temporal particles and no one else was able to see it, in which that results her into seeking Dion's help. And her and Dion work together, and essentially Iris asks Dion to undo all of her previous treatments so that they're able to fully investigate what is going on. Dion obviously warns Iris that this is very dangerous because Iris could end up getting time sickness, as she could end up getting lost in time once again. But this is no longer relevant because due to this new timeline created post-Armageddon, Armageddon technically never happened because we had Barry restoring the reverse Flashpoint timeline, meaning Joe never dies, and so Iris never investigates the death of Joe West, meaning Iris's time sickness treatment would not have gone. She would still have her time sickness treatment on her unless they do some other explanation and she ends up losing the treatment post-Armageddon as well. But when we head into episode 6 with her hairbrush, her time sickness is now spreading onto other things. So with her, it is possible that as this time sickness gets worse and worse, this could vary from her consistently getting lost in time, or she could possibly end up losing valuable items she comes in contact with as well. This could potentially lead to Iris gaining these sorts of temporal powers where she is able to control everything eventually, and she is able to fully control and master this time sickness by the end of the season. Or it could be that Team Flash and Dion find a way to cure Iris's time sickness permanently and she just goes back to being a journalist, which is the one I would rather prefer over her getting abilities, because I don't really want Iris to get abilities. I like her as this journalist, and Eric Wallace has been doing amazing with Iris's journalism arc this season, so hopefully we get like this version of Iris being maintained for future upcoming episodes and upcoming seasons. We did also get set photos of Barry and Dion on the episode 15 to 16 shoot. I can't exactly remember which episode it was, but they were in some like Still Force environment, and during that time, Candice Patton did take a hiatus, so it is possible that this storyline with Iris could result her to getting lost in time, and we have Barry and Dion traveling to these different points in the Still Force, or different points in time, and they basically locate these high levels of temporal particles and they go to these different points in time, based on those high levels of temporal particles, they try to find Iris like that, but maybe they come in contact with things that she's physically touched, and those could end up having temporal particles. We could get something like that, and then they eventually locate Iris. That is a possibility, because we do have Barry holding a device during that shoot as well. So I'm guessing that device that Barry is holding helps him track these temporal particles so that he's able to find where Iris is. Now, I do apologize for this video being quite short to what I would normally do, and it is quite straight to the point, but pretty much, guys, for the next month or so, I am nearing the end of my school year, so I do have very important exams and all those sorts of stuff taking place, which is why, to remain consistent, I will be uploading shorter videos like this. It will be temporary. I will eventually go back to longer videos as well, but I want to still give you guys a lot of content to enjoy, because if I was able to do like 10-minute videos, I would do it. But if I was to do 10-minute videos right now, I would only end up uploading like once or twice a week, which is something I do not want. I want to give you guys some content, so I would just make shorter videos so I could still remain consistent, but I would still be able to, like, balance out that busyness and then me doing shorter videos as well. So it will be a lot easier for me to upload. Of course, my normal episode breakdowns and trailer breakdowns will still be lengthy for The Flash, but theory videos and all those other sorts of stuff will be shorter, like this, temporarily. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think is going to be happening with Iris's time sickness this season. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.